Alright, let's get shoveling. Yo, it's 69 degrees right now. Anyway, so what I was gonna say was, believe it or not, you know, the PS2 Half-Life wasn't exactly the premium way to experience the game. But when I got PC, I got Half-Life. That was the first game. Like, the exact day that my PC was built, I bought Half-Life. I was like, I need to play this game. But I actually, once I gave up on trying to play Half-Life at one point, way back in the day, so I got Black Mesa, because I heard a lot of really good things. I actually played that first before I beat the game on PC. I didn't really see anything wrong with it. It didn't blow my mind. I was still like, you know, there's a lot of classic games that I just, you know, I didn't grow up with, so I was like, well, it's cool, but like, I don't know, I guess I just don't get it. When you've played and appreciated the original Half-Life, it's like it makes so much sense. Like, it really is like they tried to remake Half-Life for Black Mesa, but it's like in so many ways they did it like so wrong. It's like, yeah, the graphics are solid, but it's like, first off, I really love the original Half-Life's graphics. I think it has, like, you know, a particular art style that I very much prefer, which is, you know, that's subjective. F, dude. Damn. This game ain't screwing around, bro, I swear to God. Okay, I was gonna say, like, what? We have also heard people... in the village or out in the field, I have all the deals. You're not gonna believe what I just found in this chest. You wanna see? No. Just kidding. Contra Fury Blast? Do I only have like one special move, so I don't wanna just like buy random shit. Okay, so wait, how in the F do I get out of here though? Like what? Where am I supposed to go? I've heard people say that like Half-Life's, the original, didn't have very good, you know, satisfying combat either, but you know, some of it is, I would argue, just like semantics, you know, because I'm not a video game expert. So when someone says like, okay, that Half-Life's gunplay or whatever, or shooting has never been that good, but it's like, I feel like the combat still would it be combat, or what would it be? I feel like it's still really satisfying in a way where, yeah, maybe it's not like the shooting in particular, but what you can do about it. Yeah, like the cat and mouse gameplay, that is exactly it. Like, that's what's so satisfying, is the way that the environments are set up. And shit. I think that's the thing that's more important than anything, really. That's why I like stuff like this, because it's different in the way that, yeah, like they're doing stuff like, the graphics don't have to be, you know, they can be like, what is this, like 16-bit or 8-bit? If I had to take a guess, I don't really, again, I'm not nearly as well versed in this kind of stuff, not even close. Oh, look at that. I was gonna say, I really hope there's something up here. After all this work, I found the secret. Oh, wow. It's like, you know, they could do like, well, I don't know. Again, I don't really know that much about like stuff such as, again, the NES era of games. It's like they can do stuff that's more like modern. and that people really love, and like cut out some of the BS. So it's like, that's really great. But sometimes with like music or whatever, when they try and like throw it back, or games, it's like they miss like the whole point. It's like you're just not, you know, it's like you failed. Epic failure. But it's hard, you know. Sometimes I feel like that's even harder to try and make an homage to something than just coming up with your whole fresh idea just entirely. Okay, how the F do I get out of here? Like, actually. Where it's like this, you know, I think, you know, even stuff like, well, obviously him being a shovel knight, or whatever the F that's supposed to be, you know, is an original enough idea. And just, yeah, the mechanics and stuff, I think it very much is like fresh, and then it's just like, it's a healthy like homage where it's not like detrimental to the game as a whole. Which is where I feel like a lot of, yeah, games trying to be like referential or whatever and stuff like that can really falter. Or sometimes people try and make stuff like too original, where it's like, something is not broke, like don't, you know. And that's again what G-Man had to say about the Black Mesa remake, is that it's like, okay, now there's just like a bunch of like random shit where it's like in Half-Life there's like stuff that's like there, but it's like, okay, you could use that as like cover, or, you know, just things like that. Oh yeah, I think this is only time. It's timed, isn't it? Okay, there we go. Oh shit, talking about timed. Another example would be like I genuinely don't think I've heard any songs from these dudes at all. Dudes or women, I don't really know anything about them, but you guys might have heard of this band called Greta Van Fleet. Now everyone that I know that like is like, oh, those guys are cool, are people that like, yeah, heard like a track like or two, and they're like, yeah, it sounds just like Led Zeppelin. It's like, okay, but is that a good thing? Because then, yeah, so many people are just like, and rightfully so, just like, I'm not really messing with this, because it's like, you're just doing, like, if I wanted to hear a good Led Zeppelin track, I would just listen to Led Zeppelin. And it's like, yeah, like, I don't know. That alone, like, why? You know, I understand why they would make that kind of music, because it's like, okay, they clearly mess with them. But it's like, okay, why would somebody, you know, that's not going to win me over. That's never going to, why would I want to listen to that? You know? It's like, oh, dude, they sound just like Led Zeppelin. It's like, oh, okay. It's like if someone was like, oh, man, you should really listen to Logic. He sounds like Kendrick. Okay. Awesome. That's sick, dude. Or then it's different when you got like a guy like Jid, where it's like, okay, but you wouldn't say, oh, you know, well, at least I wouldn't per se, like, you know, maybe, well, it depends. It depends how you say it, right? But it's like, if I was talking about Jid, you know, I might say something like, oh, dude, like, you know, I could see why people are calling him like the next Kendrick, because like he has like the flow, he has like a cadence that's sort of like Kendrick, but it's like, you see these qualities that people like about it. And again, that's where it's different. But I feel like so many people are like, yeah, this just sounds like a Led Zeppelin track. But it's like not. It's like, that's not gonna sell me. That's what everyone always says, you know? I could not give less of a shit. It's probably hilarious. I'm totally missing out. Let me know. Tell me how wrong I am on a scale of 1 to 10. How much of a fool I am for skipping the dialogue. And for shitting on Greta Van Fleet, your favorite band. Whoa, whoa. Whatever this is, I don't like it. Confetti? Save it for once I beat this jokester. And two, just because it's like, you know, I've always said stuff like this, or at least had that mentality of like, you know, I like a lot of stuff that, you know, people might just completely hate and be like, yeah, this sucks. But it's like, sometimes I can just appreciate it for what it is, where it's like, at least it's not like somebody just, yeah, trying to sound like somebody else, you know? I was listening to this track by Young Thug earlier while I was cleaning up. Drippin'? I'm sure I've talked about this 12 different times, but I love that track. It's insane. Like, it's not even, I don't know, it's just like so unique. It's so like Young Thug. I feel like that's the thing. It really broke it down, at least for me, to a point where it was satisfying for me. Was thinking about like how like that's what separates Young Thug and like Gunna and like Lil Baby or just whoever else is trying to like do like a Young Thug or whatever. Just things like that where it's like the whole thing is that you just can't. Nobody else could do a drippin', you know. For the most part. What do I just died? Who has awakened me, mortal? Dost thou need aid? Sure. I sense a trouble. I can fill it with magical. Okay, I was like, I'm having the hardest time right now just reading this stuff. That's pronounced Ichor. Okay. Choose your Ichor wisely. Refills all health and magic. Weak. Become invincible for 10 seconds? That sounds kind of stupid. Absorb nearby treasure for 60 seconds. All those sound whack. I'm gonna go with this one, I guess. Okay. Alright, buddy, I'm gonna have to ask you to stop. What the hell? Is this like what? I'm so confused. Whoa, whoa, he's freaking out. I'm stuck here too. I was like, can I move? Can I leave? This is scaring me. I cannot move. I can only teabag. Okay, he just spit that out of his mouth. I was kind of hoping he'd blow it out his ass. Fare thee well, shoveled knight. Return if thou hast need of my aid again. Listen, you'll be the last one to know.